let's get underway with our match. I will catch you two on the other side.
Thank you, Sierra. And yeah, Keg, you mentioned it. I mean, Flowerful going into that Cypher is actually a great agent to use these days. Actually, we haven't had a chance to touch upon Flowerful playing a Cypher instead of a Chamber, but there's been some good buffs in here that can really help Little Bros on their defensive side.
You see, Vans, I think you brought up a really good point on the desk, though. We see Complexity starting off on the defense, triple
Lil Bros, Lil Schmeedy?
Like, it's like Fort Knox. You're going to have such a difficult time if
I kind of fuck with the tag Lil. I'm not going to lie, I kind of fuck with the Lil tag.
Rotates a lot of
Alright, let's go.
And just trying to expel away the util that especially Claudia can have. Oh.
Audio?
Really shocked. No, not going to find a whole lot.
Lil Sonder, that shit goes hard, no?
Entry inside can be a big
good nade, good dog, good bite, good shooting!
Towards this A side, the trade-off happens already 1-for-1. As the battle ensues, the spike is still on the top of the A heaven side as Flowerful is opening it up. Blaze just falls. There's still a player holding towards the elbow. That's Claudia playing close range.
Schmeedy.
For the
Nice!
Support. But Flowerful pinches in from behind as well, which allows that little
nice!
for a plan.
Holy fuck, we're actually gonna win it all. Holy fuck! I may have signed the best team in the world.
Comes in for Little Bros.
The fort has already been
Wait, they're not signed. Wait, you don't know that though. You don't know if they're signed or not.
Claudia with the
you don't know if they're signed or not. They might be. They might be.
Inside of elbow, but that wasn't enough.
Shit,
honestly,
they keep playing like this. They keep playing like this.
Fast ramps. The rest of Little Bros taking down A main. So much coverability and not enough visibility for the defense. They couldn't find a whole lot of crossfire action.
Yeah, and you mentioned it.
Holy shit. I may have signed or not signed the best team in the world.
Just holding back behind the ramp. So that said, they get the
thank you for the 10 gifted,
or should I say it's going to be the
thank
eco
you, I
for
appreciate
Complexity,
it.
and they're looking to stack a little bit more towards this mid.
Oh, look at this gamble here. Spike guarding the B main.
Walking down middle.
Side of split, side of mid, but there's nobody
we
there.
expect that.
We just want a few little kills, but
Go Flowerful.
This works out though. You're trying to at least
we
get
have
some
B though.
Down towards that middle. Let them plant, pick up some weapons, upgrade.
Oh, look at Sonder. Yes. Good discipline. Back it up. Back it up. Play the crossfire. Sky, peek off me.
But you have to keep an eye on these two
send the Roomba spawn for info.
Super late lurk coming out from B main.
Keep in mind the rifles too. Not too many.
This is
just
good. This is
the
very
Vandal.
good.
Everybody else just classics and not enough utility to retake site safely.
This is very good.
Just winning out. So we're getting a little bit of information off the flash.
They're taking so long. This is perfect.
There are players exposed.
You want to swing me? You want to swing me?
We talked about
holy shit!
Position who gets 3 within the round. Yeah, at least you're able to do a little bit of damage. 2 kills with the full eco that you have for
the audio cutting out? I think it is.
Sort of happy
something cutting out. I don't know what's happening.
More though, because you had a great opportunity to flood.
Absolutely, and again, just focusing on Sonder for a second, I wasn't sure what we can expect in terms of mechanical play going into this first match. It's the first one of the day, first on land. Sonder's looking incredible. We're only 2 rounds in. Just flick after flick has been single-handedly controlling these sites.
Everyone chill, bro. It's been 2 rounds, dude. It's a debut over here. It's a fucking debut.
It's gonna leave B a little bit.
You guys are getting overexcited, no?
Not as much control
early days.
Of mid either. It's a good gamble, though. Little Bros, they're pouncing towards A once more.
Yeah, so it looks like they're trying to work.
Wait, what do the keybinds say? Stud? Honestly, if I was the observer, I would have put STFU. Oh my god!
So yeah, Sonder and Time already in this tournament for the
It's wraps, no?
And the dog is going to allow for Sonder to clear up towards the
no joke, if I was the observer, I would have put STFU.
Pull rotation and have those 2 lurks on the mid side to cut these rotates if they can.
What else could I put?
Difficult shout now for Complexity. You've lost 1 anchor. You needed to hold down A site. That defensive Viper wall is only going to do so much.
She's her. She's her.
Has to back away. Potential 1v3
As your little bros, I went to the gym today. I'm proud of you, bro.
Bites to work off of it too.
Mike static.
Spike still dedicated towards A site. The lurk towards mids and B haven't quite existed just yet from Little Bro's end. There's still that defensive prowess.
Trying to stay quiet, pretty much. You're playing the contact on both ends. The smoke comes out, which will now start activating that lurk on the B side.
W flashes. One spawn. One spawn. Careful.
Area, but keeps one
it's okay.
In the B side,
it's okay.
It's
okay. It's totally okay. We don't even want this round. Straight up, I was thinking we lose the 3rd round. I actually just realized like it might be better if we lose this round, because then we can go from here. That's actually tactical loss right here. You guys wouldn't understand your iron in the chat.
Just by the
Please don't comment unless you're silver plus. Thank you.
Site with 20 seconds left on the clock. Might be over. Yeah, exactly. Might be even a situation where you might want to save unless you're.
Nah, we don't save for nobody. We don't save for nobody.
Committed into this.
Only one body on site.
Because we're Giga Chads. Because we're Giga Chads. Plant that shit.
Actually pretty good.
7 seconds.
Plant within the
yeah!
Been out with 2 kills there with a Vandal. How did he do this? A 2 versus 4 now disadvantage.
I don't give a fuck. I'm buying this team. I'm buying this team today.
Battle of patience for both sides. Neural theft round.
I don't give a fuck.
Already out.
We might have hit the fucking jackpot. We might have hit the fucking jackpot.
The delay, still a second molly available there too, and they're just in a great spot now. Just having to work together. Much more delays.
Holy fucking shit! Is that Prius observing? Holy fucking shit! 3-0!
It's a converted round at a disadvantage.
Pack them bags.
Fans, I was
Pack
so
them bags. We'll buy you the Uber home.
That last round, you lost your anchor so early on in A. The patience, the readaptability did not go for the trades. Again, dialing yourself back, give Lil Bros a little bit of distance, and then pounce on them from there. It worked so heavily not in their favor. It was essentially a 2v5.
Look at the casters; they can't even believe their eyes.
Like the entirety of
I mean, I knew we would win, but not like this.
Very much needed
I knew we would win, but not in this fashion. Are you kidding me?
Spike once again placed towards B.
I thought we were gonna like be respectful and shit.
There, conditioning Viper Wall down, forced to be respected now by Complexity. But look at this at best, just a simple stinger and nothing but sheriffs to litter the load of the arsenal here.
Nice and slow, nice and slow. Good Roomba, safe Roomba. Where'd the Roomba going? It's okay, that was good clear.
Slowly but surely, we're
out of B. Doesn't look safe there. Let's go B main.
See if they can catch somebody. Jazakin's going to be the one.
We always use util here.
And that's exactly
we always use util. Yup.
Oh no, but then the dog comes out.
What the fuck's going on with the audio?
A little bit of delays with the paint shells being thrown out.
Yup.
Land those shots, but both of them gets instantly
trade. Perfect.
At least came out for some
support. Lace him up.
One pick,
Lace him up.
That's going to stop any type of flood that's going to come out from Complexity on a trap play on the B main. Easy plant comes through.
Plant that. Nope, we're gonna wait.
A stinger and a sheriff to work with. Committed with
nice try.
Julia gets a nice shot.
Nice shot, Julia.
We talked about her being
That's okay.
So far.
That's okay. You can have one.
Definitely
can't have 2.
Converting the 4th round.
Really have to keep an eye on the economy here for Complexity these upcoming rounds. A lot of moving parts potential there with the defense. You could either put the Viper Wall down in mid, maybe have that stall.
Oh my god, this might be the first. This might be our debut. Nah, I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. This might be our debut. You know what though? This might be our debut. You know what? I ain't gonna say it.
Same exact placements over and over now from Complexity.
I ain't gonna say it.
No real changes, and that hasn't worked just yet.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
Just about everything that Complexity is throwing back at them. This Viper Wall towards B. Again, forced to be respected round after round. This early guidance should provide enough info, but the majority of all of
Rosa who
side to mid.
Nice volley on the ground, though.
Got this.
Close range.
Yes! Wait, what? Where did those speedy die from? It's okay.
There was just so many players
W fucking support!
Fight behind the Seekers, but unfortunately loses her battle against
one more backside! Trade this shit!
With the B site solo. 4
we know you're here. We know you're here. You think we're gonna run through the smoke and die? You think we're gonna run through the smoke and die?
Isolating a little bit of obstacles, and then a double swing out from the smoke. Jazakin's from the top and traded right off, trying to get the second shot by the pillar, but cannot connect.
Still. Focus, focus.
Once again, a nuisance on the top of this rafters.
Below you, below you.
As we're closing in, Claudia.
Nice.
There's the backstab.
Oh yes!
V1, but Saunders still closes it.
Oh my god, we may have landed on a gold mine, people. We may have landed on a gold mine.
Make sure you can isolate these fights, even if it's a 2v5.
We may have landed on a gold mine.
Like you said, Shmidi was the first one to fall. Big
Are you guys seeing this shit?
Underway for the sky. But even then,
we're a step ahead of the competition. We run this shit.
I'm marking over towards
We're taking the cozy out of this clash.
There's so much
ain't nothing cozy about this.
I mean,
and you guys hear me?
When you're looking at round number 4, or the round number 5, rather, the difference that you saw from Jazakins and the setups that Complexity had was actually
esports makes no money. We're not here for the money. We're here for the trophies. We don't give a fuck about the money, dude. We want the fucking trophy, dude.
Lil Bros have been adding a lot of pressure at the early rounds here. But again, it's just stellar calls coming out from just working out the paranoia that sets into Complexity right now is they weren't able to hold their A side, so then you have Benita's calling a different call.
We're here to take it all.
The B site. They had
Look,
less
they timed out
there for Complexity.
They timed out. They don't know what the fuck's going on.
Goes into that unpredictability, like we said.
Oh my god, look at this.
Even though you set up for A site, you assume Lil Bros are going to go back over towards
there.
This.
Nope, look at this. They can't shoot her.
A huge push up with the judge, no less, too, from Sonder. Beautiful plays there. Removing, again, very pivotal people like Raze's Viper. And so again, how do you predict these early rounds? You only have guiding lights to really set things off.
Yeah, as we mentioned before, if anything, like where you're currently playing from Jazzikins, if there wasn't that pressure happening quickly towards the A ramp, you could always boom.
10-1, 9-4,
just coming out from a
5-0. Let's go.
A mid-hold, it's just very difficult.
Look at this perfect call. Look at this perfect call out of them. Viper ults? You think we give a fuck about a Viper ult?
Now on A side, Sandra goes in.
Walking through and spraying. Sky's there to support. That was Schmiede who falls by Raze is judged right.
Well, we give a little fuck about it. You can have that space. We don't give a fuck.
To just fall back, trying to find the element of surprise. I like it.
Oh shit.
You have that confidence. You're in a lead.
It's okay.
By 5.
It's okay.
Try to fight against the Viper very confidently. Flash above.
Yeah, we're still here.
That there's at least one player out there.
The audio keeps cutting out.
That's the only information Complexity has, so you can't really over-rotate yet.
Smoked out. Jazzykin still unknown. The trail.
You want to skydog us?
For time. The paranoia not set up for Benita just yet. Look at where the spike is, though. It's not a full dedication towards B. It's more so what can be removed.
Leave me here. Leave me here. I have an advanced position. Go fake A. Get through that Viper ult somehow.
You're running the mid round. So just trying to hold it back. The second flash, getting information. At least towards the mid, a team flash at the same time.
Oh, big damage. Nice!
Benita gets the pick. This is going to be huge because that's going to pull the rotator.
Oh, fuck. It's okay, we trade that. Nice trade. Holy fuck, they traded the kill. They traded the kill.
Gets the pick. The hat comes out. There's information where the 3 players are out for Complexity on a rotation.
Wow, good cage.
Once again,
great cage.
Julia and Flowerful working together.
Viper ult. We got Viper ult. Drop that shit like it's hot.
The plant comes down. It's for heaven.
Boom. A perfect Viper ult. A perfect Viper ult.
Cypher ult now. Viper's pit in return.
Look at this. Look at this masterclass.
You have to push into Flowerful.
Still a flash available for Lace. There you go. It's being used right away.
Where you going? Where you going?
And then unfortunately, Jazzikins was.
You want some too?
The information there. No follow-ups to spray just behind her. So you're playing close range. You're inching through. The pit comes down.
Nice.
Flowerful gets the
nice. What the fuck? We can't lose. This shit's rigged.
As Lace falls. And
my God.
Bros, they look unstoppable now.
Holy fuck.
No matter how much distance Complexity can get.
A gold mine, people. A fucking gold mine.
Again, this dynamic duo. We had seen Julia fall.
Woke up, open my door to a gold mine.
Of where to find that.
We hit the fucking lottery with this team.
Unlucky really now. 6-0 for Complexity. And, you know, I feel a little bad for Sierra. It's a similar score.
My goodness gracious.
First series.
My goodness gracious.
Mentioning that, I'd love to see her chamber and going out as a Cypher. It's like, oh, we'll see how she's going to play towards the defensive half. But on the attacking half, holy crap, is she a player.
It's been incredible so far. I like the changes that we see from Lil Bros round after round.
I know the adaptability, bro. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Had the drop
bro, I love this caster.
Exactly.
I love this caster.
Inside of mid, though. But look at
those satchels. Look at those satchels. They don't even know we're in. Now wrap this shit up. I'm not even gonna watch the rest of the game. I won't even watch the rest of this shit. We're looking to play the upper bracket and the upper bracket only. We're not gonna sit here.
You're just going for a straight explosion within the A site.
We're not gonna sit here and play this game.
Aware that there's a possible stack maybe towards the A heaven side, so you just go with
oh my God! Look at the support.
Disrespect.
Oh my God! It's okay. It's okay. It's still 3v3.
Yeah, 3v3 again.
Look at the flank, Julia! Julia! Yes!
Julia, good for 2. Leaves it down to Jazzykins.
Hold the smoke.
Also has a showstopper here.
What's up?
Pulling out.
50 HP?
Just going with the satchel,
nah,
trying to isolate some duels, but unfortunately, though, it goes head-to-head against Benita and gets stopped. So there was a moment there where maybe Complexity had some
goodness gracious.
Picks that they had from
I
the Heaven retake,
I can't.
But they didn't expect that double backstab there coming out with Julia.
Complexity's entire game plan is to make sure Little Bros cannot gain those distance, whether it be mid or either site, and none of it's working. Sonder especially just straight up disrespecting any utility brought out.
I don't know what the hell
We've seen those Viper walls inside of mid.
You ever heard of it?
A as
a
well.
couch mix.
The force that last round should have been enough. But round after round,
I don't know
Complexity
what the hell
has
it
just
is,
not been able to identify where Little Bros would play next.
Snack.
The KJ util from Claudia, though, on B side is promising, but the Viper wall is going to block out that turret's location.
And they want to focus on just anchoring up towards the B heaven, playing a little bit more.
Where are they ulting?
No as well, because you're adding the showstopper on the A side, so you're fucking players towards this B side. Now Claudia could fall back. I mean, this is okay. They have a lockdown to play with for the retake.
What the hell are these?
Unfortunately, J1 falls. She should have fallen back at the same time, but she eats the showstopper. At least the lockdown comes out, plant comes through.
Holy fuck.
And now an opportunity maybe to try to fight back.
Holy fuck. Observer, wake up, bro. You're missing the kills.
So unfortunately, Raze falls.
We're smoking them.
Now the numbers all.
Look at us play the post plant. Look at us play the post plant.
To even use that setup that they put on B heaven there for Complexity.
I mean, he's got that guiding light set up. As soon as Claudia goes for the tap, it's gonna be blind city.
I'm not gonna lie.
Population 2.
I might get a yogurt.
Yeah, and then you'll just play the utility towards the end.
Look at that.
Looking pretty good for Little
Look at that.
At this point, I'd probably
what can they do? Nah.
Here, going for a second tap.
This is actually fucked up. This is actually low-key disrespectful. What we're doing, and I love it.
On the late lurk, but there's still a second lurk from Flowerful on the
Oh my god. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my god. Oh my.
Very tough situation for
this is bullying.
There might have to go for a half buy once again.
Big dedication too.
Holy fuck.
Lockdown expelled that last round from Claudia. Should have been enough to at least keep Lil Bros at bay, but it's set up for their post plan instead. Everybody on Lil Bros
what the fuck?
in the B main, waiting for that tap for the flash, and then just pure util dump from both sides. Made the spike uninhabitable.
Do we endorse bullying? You goddamn right we do. You goddamn right we do.
For that again, there's no more lockdown.
Ain't nothing cozy about this clash. 16-2 is crazy.
Let's see now. A little bit more aggressive this time from Claudia. Nothing but a sheriff though against the entire
world. Look at this. Look at this. It's just perfection. They stack A, we go B. It's simple. You stack A, we go B. Just kidding.
Let's stop focusing on middle with our lower.
We're gonna take our time with this one.
And unfortunately, Lil Bros, they started things off with a work towards the B site. It pulls out the rotate, and this is all a ruse here for Lil Bro. They're looking for a mid-round play. Work back towards the A site.
Oh, but Vans, hook, line, and sinker. All that distance. The blast pack's made by Sonder. A 4-stack now on B, but there's no response.
You stack B now?
Inside B main. And where do you go from here if you're Lil Bros? Straight in defense, back over to A site. Oh my! J1, and I hate to break it to you.
It's like we have a UAV.
This half.
No, it's like we have a UAV.
Lil Bros, they heard all that information coming out from B main. You still had.
Look at that turn. Look at that fucking turn. Holy shit.
With Seekers, that led up towards
one on site. One on site. One on site.
Towards the A site.
Nice.
The power numbers to move within this A site for a plant now, but thankfully, at least for complexity, there's a fast rotate. This could be a big kill. It's a trade-off.
Okay. 3v2.
But man, there's just so much to work against. Flowerful's gonna be watching the A heaven, so the last two players could focus on just holding the angle at the elbow.
Nice, Julia.
Shot.
Clean it up.
There's
clean
that
it up.
Second duel. Jazzikins looking to clutch a 2 versus 1. Vandal in hand. 71 bullets. There's that nice.
That's okay.
Paint shells.
That's okay. We don't care.
And it's
yes.
enough.
Knock on wood.
Couldn't even get one out. Julia gets the pick, and we have a 9-0 scoreline for Lil Bros.
All I want to say
this
is
always such a tough position for a team like Complexity to be in.
Like, we've been practicing hard.
About everything, but again,
and by practicing hard, we don't even practice.
Not a single round that
we don't even practice. You know why? Because we don't give a fuck. We're here to win this shit and call it a day.
Well, Lil Bros were like, okay, we'll go back to our default. We'll head back over to mid and take advantage of the fact that nobody should be inside events. And now it's the stack up over on A side again. It's the same.
By the way, this is 9-0 on attack of split.
But they're just hoping and praying that they can get the drop on A.
Attack of
this
split.
Is finally a good read here for Complexity. So they're playing outside that wall that I was trying to mention before, trying to play against the double satchels coming through. So they hear the dog, they're getting ready for it, but it's a Paranar thrown from Sewers.
That's okay.
Support their lace was
we're working on our 4v5s today.
To help out Jazzikins.
Watch this, watch this.
Seekers out on the defensive side. Now a flash just to hold them back. That was being thrown
out.
You
want to peek us?
Speedy. Ult going in towards the B site, but it's a full stick here and an opportunity for J1 to get that pick and will get that kill at the same time. So
3v5, watch this, wait.
The plans of Lil Bros trying to rotate out. But
surely we pull out the hat trick.
We haven't seen too many rounds where Lil Bros lose Sonder first. That distance being made from the Ray is so important. No map control game.
Jazzy.
There is util dedicated towards B main, but the lurk from Flowerful and Schmeedy just might be enough. That alarm bot top A.
Everyone hold, everyone hold.
Might just be enough to give tell to Complexity that there's some issues going on.
The thing is, on a B side, there was a double swing heading towards this area. So Julia actually wants both of those. So there's an opportunity to go through the vents. But unfortunately, it's a 1-on-1 trade-off on that area too. And Claudia gets
okay, wait. Julia!
Through and trying to run
okay, you know there's one there, you know there's one there. 30 seconds.
Been a great opportunity there, capitalized by Lil Bro.
Two tap.
Claudia's there for the save. This is for now.
30 seconds left. Claudia looking to play the aggress here.
Hold up!
Away. This is the smart move.
Up!
No utility at all for Julia.
You want to play?
Swarm for the delay.
And it's fine. You got the turret watching up towards the heaven side, so
wait.
you're to your favor.
Wait.
I mean, you're in a great spot here for Claudia to be the hero of this round, and she
we don't even want to win no more.
Complexity to finally score first now, or score at least one in this half.
I mean, look, one of hopefully many, right? There's still 2 more rounds left in this half. We could easily see 9-3, but I want to give a good shout out to Claudia there. I love that turret setup. Good to be the extra buddy to give information to make sure that Julia could not sneak up in that final 1v1.
Gotta love Timmy.
Yeah, and I got a lot of that too. Had to be because of Sonder, the first to fall. That distance made. She shows how much impact she's found going 14-8. We'll have to see if she plays a little bit safer this time around. Mid seems to be the focus.
Our debut 13-0. Our debut 13-0 is about to go so hard.
So far. Blackout inside of mid. Poison Cloud's active. The Boom Bot dedicated. They know Saunder's presence. The lurk from Flowerful not to be seen just yet. Oh.
Yeah, they're trying to get this
Paranoia
paranoia up. Yeah, exactly. Just waiting for the Poison Orb to come down. We almost could have avoided the Molly being thrown into my race for the delay because it wasn't deep enough.
Pressure.
But it looks like we decided to fall back instead for Saunder. So that cancels out the paranoia. This is actually a great trade-off for Complexity to start.
Yeah, good util dump from both sides. Still no real map gain from Lil Bros. It's a minute left on the clock now. There is the Viper's Pit from Julia. If Julia can survive this, good for the opening pick, but look at this.
He's actually cracked.
Of course she will survive. This is so good.
If she can get on site, Viper's Pit's all that's needed.
Hiding inside.
Oh my god, she's in there. Nice! What the fuck's happening? It doesn't matter, bro.
Saunder, the hat comes out too.
Everywhere I look.
Two players. Plant's gonna go down. It's planted safe at least.
Look at them. They're playing disciplined and shit.
For Lil Bros. Not.
Wait, they're
give me a chance
fucking,
for Claudia or Lace to actually save. So there's that
one more.
Out. Julie gets the pick.
One more.
Last one is gonna be Lace.
They're fucking perfect. I don't care what anyone says. They're perfect.
At the end of the day, still 10 rounds for Lil Bros.
I mean, at the end of the day, again, Cole will have a better idea of what they can expect in the early rounds, but they're still losing to these util dumps.
Oh my god.
Just the mobility, the movement, the rotations from Lil Bros have just been
on a gold mine.
And now there's so many contingency plans.
I'm about to hit my gym right next to the land of Lil Bros. Need anything? Does it look like we need anything, bro?
Can only imagine what
We're
chaos will
up
have
10-1
stack inside of B. Keep in mind though, Flowerful nearly on the lurk on A site. There wouldn't be a Sky to stop them with the dog. They could farm for the orbs again, but they just used Neural Theft last round. May not be necessary now for the 5 stack.
They want to fight. There's that flash of confirmation.
Wow.
Gets the satchels forward though, but gets
by the way,
I
know the audio's cutting out, but it's not me, unfortunately.
That's
okay.
Ego.
Nice.
One gets nice little off angle. Here's another attempt of a battle. Lace comes
nice.
17 HP, but it's traded back by Firefall as she drops Julia. So that means you have Claudia and Raze on a very long rotate. But the plant only comes in now, so there's still an opportunity to work in tandem for both Raze and Claudia. In this last round of the half, no money to work with, as you could tell.
Dedicating the Cyber Cage, a single stink bite for Raze to work with. Sticking together, 2v2, no info for Lil Bros.
Up, down. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Towards orange.
Oh my god, it's beautiful.
The player is back within the main spot. Default of the B main, a high-low stack, nice snake bite on the ground though. Raze gets the
we don't give a fuck!
The vulnerability allows for that double swing to happen. And what should have been a round coming out for Lil Bros, that was actually very well done with the amount of utility you had left and the lower buy for Complexity.
Charity round, yup.
Beautiful thrifty there. And Complexity, they have a little bit of wiggle room now on their attacking side.
This is Complexity's event,
I would
dude.
argue
This is Complexity's event.
Pretty situated for the defense. Didn't quite go in their favor. But now
obviously, we can easily 13-0 and just smoke them. But they're hosting this event out of their facility with their money. We're trying to be respectful. We'll give them 2, 3, maybe 4 rounds. But like that's just us being nice and shit.
The Cypher is the big differential.
Like I feel like that's commendable.
Those tripwires, now that they're buffed, have been so powerful. And look at this defensive Viper wall. Not only does that cut out.
We're not gonna 13-0 them at their own event, guys. Like, we're not fucking dicks.
B-main on default is going to be an absolute war zone for any team.
Yeah, that's actually quite suppressing for players trying to run through and take control of Mail when the wall is up.
That's your toxic side talking, Diamond Boy.
Before you actually make it towards
that's your toxic side talking.
That said, though, the Complexity comp is actually still quite good for the attack, especially when you have this Astra in your composition. And
yep, they're going B. We're playing our retake setup. Watch this retake protocol here. Watch this retake protocol. I want you guys to take notes because they're actually going A. And we know that. Watch this retake protocol. That was a part of the plan. Trust me. Trust me on that. We take first. We take ramp. Look. First we take ramp. After we take ramp, we cage off main because we know there's one there. Then we run through the cage. Push that flank off. And when I say push them off, I mean we run them the fuck down.
That could actually pull out the flank that Jazkin's trying to do.
Afterwards, we wait for this flank that we know is coming.
So far here by Lace just to pull out the defenders back towards the main, run that
but today we're not patient enough because we don't give a fuck. Which is why we're going to give them pistol round.
Coming out from all angles from these 3 players.
All according to the plan.
And a much needed pistol round was actually convincingly won.
Yeah,
all according to the plan. Just keep watching, guys. This is all textbook out of us here. Everything you see is all textbook. There's a fucking plan, and we're sticking to it.
Last round too, it was all set up for B main.
Just wait. Everyone, calm down. Just wait. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see it.
But it was all a big bait that settled themselves towards A. And what set that off was that the entirety of Complexity just waited out the guiding light inside of A ramps. There was no info for
We're trying to be respectful.
The response now is a 4-stack.
Now watch this.
This is going to be a massacre for
Now
both
watch
sides.
this. This is going to be the funny round. This is going to be the funny round.
Focusing still towards the A heaven. So the camera actually just got broken. That could have been a heavy point there for Complexity to try to work back. So
you see that? We let them shoot us on the side. You know why? Because we want to give them fake confidence. We want to give them fake confidence. We lose this flawless. Intentionally. But we take one because Schmiedy don't give a fuck. Now? Oh, wait till now. Wait for now. Now we're going to play.
Complexity have the same exact
now we're going to play.
That we're against with Little Bros, where they just push in. They don't want to worry about fighting.
Now we're about to turn the fuck up. You think we give a fuck anymore? Watch this round. Watch this round very closely.
And now Little Bros are
they want to play?
Across the same exact
they want to play.
They
That's hilarious.
when they were on the attack.
Hold up. Watch this.
How do you make sure no one can push
Hold
us?
Up.
That Viper wall inside of A main, a little bit more aggressive than we've seen before. But this time, the attacking Viper wall set the chop A side.
Nah, I already told my neighbors Lil Bros are playing, so they're okay with me yelling.
And this is good, because you have
watch this round. Very closely watch this round.
Distance, trying to close the gap on the players that would want to play the range battle from the A heavens. Their camera is still going to be the main point that you have set up here for Flareful, which will allow Sonner to really swing off of that. But they're waiting for this wall to come down, and it'll be a battle in the half.
Traded.
There's a 1-for-1, nice raise.
And exactly what we wanted.
Onto Julia.
Benita.
The 2v4 situation.
That was weighted there by Che.
Wait for it.
So
just wait for it, guys.
Is looking quite good
just
here
wait
for
it.
The only 2 players left. And it's only 1 player within the A side, and that's Flareful.
Multiple 1v1s now.
They smoke me off.
The save here.
They run into my trips.
Spray through with the Phantom Tracers can't
wait for it, Powerful. They run into your trips and die.
Forcing the rest of Lil Bros to make that decision themselves. 48 seconds still left on the clock. No spike has gone down. 5
That's
HP
okay.
for Schmiedy.
Unfortunate there. She was trying to catch one off guard and also try to.
We give him this round too. Fuck it.
Herself and with 5 HP. I think this is what you're calling here, Keg. Once this plant goes down, if they can't get a pick right away here towards the A heaven, then it might be a GG save right here.
Oh, they go for it.
Of course we go for it. We don't give a fuck.
Pick. The plant's still on heaven, and because of this pick, there's still an opportunity.
We're not here to have fun and shit. We're here to win. Not this round, the event.
Heals coming out too, so now put Flareful a little bit up. Big flash, wall bang there.
Exactly.
There's that damage being done. So a great bonus.
We're making it interesting for views. You guys wouldn't understand.
Guns now.
The longer this game goes, the more viewership we get.
Bros, they made that attempt.
We're trying to let the world know we're here to stay.
Two bodies too many.
We're not going to close this out before people even realize we're playing. We're going to let this go the distance.
Have been unstoppable. Not a single.
We want everyone to know how good we are. So we're going to go the fucking distance. Keep watching. Keep watching. Wait till you see it. Wait till you see it. You'll know when you see it.
Tripwires down on A main. The camera no longer on heaven though. Instead supplemented.
See, Baby J knows. Baby J knows.
No showstopper setup though for Sonder just yet. A shorty double blast.
Look. Look at the half buy out of us.
Flash too. So reading right into it. The bait's gonna be Flareful first. Sonder though decides to fall back instead.
Yup, they Roomba through. We get the first.
That might stop the bleeding for a bit. Nice little trade to start things off. Flareful getting the first blood within this round though, and that weapon's a little bit too far to reach for an upgrade for Little Bros. And they're even getting pushed back towards middle, so an opportunity now for Complexity to move with an A.
Yeah, I thought for sure it would be a sacrificial play from Sonder. Just barrel their way in, but the paranoia affecting the entirety
Don't worry, we don't want this round.
Trying to push through A main.
But we'll take it if we can't get it.
Bros, they're on the move. A double flank. Still, Claudia alive. Alarm bot should surely spot at least one on sewers.
It's okay.
But they won't know how many.
It's okay.
Yeah, unfortunately,
everyone chill the fuck out.
Nerf that we got from the Omen flash.
Everyone chill the fuck out.
Peaked a little bit too early on
we know
that
exactly what they're doing now.
Players towards A main for Complexity, so she falls off and couldn't surprise some players. And the last 2 players, actually, Julia and Flareful together, so they could upgrade into this weapon here and do some damage.
It's
I'm not
Eco.
going to discount them yet.
Yeah, where have I seen that before?
This might be a good time to order food, no?
Yeah, not a 2v4.
Julia's at a big weapon disadvantage, though. Only a single snake bite to maybe.
Can you tell him to close it out, please? I'm trying to go to bed.
2v4.
I just told you we're extending it for views.
Exits here at this point.
We're not going to close this out anytime soon. We might even take us overtime. Don't piss us off.
Towards a spawn. That's where Flareful could be waiting here. She'll hear all these footsteps, setting up the Phantom.
No way.
The flash, a peek out.
Sorry if you explained this already. Is this your team? Currently, yes. But that could change real quick.
Julia falls down and the round comes in for Complexity.
But at the moment, yes.
Death bonus now for Little Bros. Good attempts though. We're seeing those adaptations.
With this scoreline, absolutely.
Still coming on the way. But both these defensive teams have struggled so much with just pure utility usage. It's been those tripwires being brought down. No response just yet. The camera placements have been so different too. It's those lurks inside mid, it's the rotations. The flanks have looked pretty good, but again, with Claudia staying alive, it's all but not. And so the same Viper
I'm not a jinx.
No real setup changes though for Lil Bros.
We're gonna win this round. I'm telling you right now, we're gonna win this round right here.
Neural theft from Flowerful could be something. They get isolated on B main.
Did I jump today? I did cardio. Does that count?
Yeah, they're doing a 2-1-2, just trying to sell this time.
Look, it is a 10 omen bind from top ramp.
Players already pivoting towards this B site, but a great read from Little Bros. You have actually the Cypher set up towards this B site, so Flowerful could delay
nice shots.
while Jazzykins is still
They're going B, and we know that.
Site. So that triple swing comes
right into my baby J one way.
Fuck
yeah, I love that shit.
You know now the hits coming towards the B
yeah, come on in, guys. Come on in. We got snacks. We got snacks.
The trips.
No visibility.
And she
Nice!
gets 2 kills out of that one. You think there's no visibility there until you walk against a trip. She gets 2 kills. Claudia trades it off.
Exactly what we
Still an
wanted.
advantage out for Little Bros.
Hold it, as they
Round number
say.
17. With Lace trying to work things out, the smoke's dissipating.
I just feel like
our that shot onto Julia gets the dink.
I just feel like we're playing a perfect game right now.
On the other end, Claudia's trying to swing out, but loses the fight to Sonder. A flash end. Lace
I don't know. I don't know. I just feel bad for the competition because they didn't know what to expect out of us. It's their own faults though. They should never doubt us.
Their map pick on split.
And it was a dominant round in the beginning from Complexity. It was the info bait inside of A and the small lead in towards B that should have been enough. The Lil Bros, they finally broke that seal open. And again,
we're
you
back.
Called it perfectly. Flowerful just single-handedly holding down the site. Again, no visibility. Tripwire in place. Makes
what do you mean? What do I mean? What do I mean? What do you mean? What do I mean?
Considered though is that Flowerful continues to have that.
I want a refund, Lil Bro. That's your own fault for predicting against us.
It was powerful on B site. All it takes now is a single misplaced lurk for that neural theft to give away the entire plot.
Look at all these pings happening towards this main. So you're one way of trying to get at least a showstopper or Seekers out, right? So they're like, oh, well, it's going to be easier for the attackers to try to.
I will make sure this team wins no matter what. I will pay the competition off. I don't care. We're gonna win.
This makes it wild.
Trap play set up.
Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Doesn't fucking matter. So fucking beautiful in theory. Great trade. Great exit. My goodness gracious.
They'll fall back because of that as well.
Oh, but Vans, the lurk. Race, undiscovered.
Lurk on us? Lurk on Schmeedy?
It's up to mid now. A race against the world to bring that spike all the way from B side to A.
Actual fucking jokes.
It's being held down perfectly now by the remains.
Schmeedy hasn't been lurked on in years now.
There's that lurk inside events. Heaven not being watched. No utility for coverage.
I love this. So the dog is going to try to get information at the same time. They're trying to push.
You want to sneak up the ropes on us?
To try to sell a fake
you want to sneak up the rope on?
But trying to get this orb potentially would be very important.
Oh
so
shit, we don't know if it's B or A.
It's okay. Towards the A main, while the other two are pushing up towards the A heaven side.
Good damage.
Pushing in. Testing the
They're going A. We have 2 here. This is perfect.
Scenes, 30 seconds left.
This is fucking perfect.
Backside. No info. No utility.
Look at this. Look at this.
2 for 1.
Good damage. Now cleanup. The cleanup's coming up right now. Ready? They don't expect her.
Getting suffocated on that first half. Now
one.
opening things up here.
And then damage. Expect the 1v2. We set it up for success. Flowerful. Watch this now. Watch this very closely.
Going to try to come in from heaven. But the thing is, both J1 and Lace
watch this very closely.
Pull out the heel.
Still that potential for the neural theft, but you know exactly where they're at. Flash out, hiding in the nebula. Perfect timing.
We don't even care.
Was there, Lace saving the day. All the more.
That's exactly what we wanted.
Differential. And it's wild to think where we had begun, Vans.
You keep watching. You keep waiting. Don't worry.
It was not even at 9-3. It was so far away in terms of distance.
It's almost a nice play there by Flowerful. I felt that spray transfer at the same time, and actually, it's quite interesting the complexity when they swung off the flash. They look down towards the floor because Flowerful never dropped.
Yeah, we didn't even want that round.
So they almost got caught off guard, but thankfully they had the power of numbers. They were able to stay alive within that round and try to stay alive within this fight. And once again, you see the spike being dropped towards the spawn once more.
No. Everyone calm down, guys. You guys are hilarious to think that this is even going to be.
Little Bros are going to be on the lower
you guys are hilarious to think the unthinkable.
Forces out the dark cover. Guiding Light finds nothing. Raze from behind. Huge meltdown, but Julia's there for the trade. All the while, B-side completely empty. A gamble from Lil Bros. Left in tatters. Mid full control now for Complexity. These baits are working so well. Dark cover appears on default though.
Concerned?
Trailblazers are going to confirm what
I was concerned once.
Knows B-side's empty.
Here.
And that was well done by Raze, trying to use the Omen smoke to their advantage. Just like Flowerful did against the Yasser smoke the previous round, and it's Raze able to capitalize on 2 kills on that one. So no surprise plays and gets all the information for Complexity.
We're just playing with our shmoney. We're playing with our food right now.
Do that damage as you can
oh my god, they're just fucking around.
Again, big weapon differential.
Classic.
Keep in mind, Benita does have that lone Vandal. Does have Paranoia as well.
Such a classic.
A lot of reposition value for them to Shrouded Step as well, but needs to survive, trade it out.
J1's in the back. 1v1
It's such a classic.
And the crossfire is perfect
I need
for
food,
Lace.
hold on.
3 rounds away from tying things up.
No, tying what?
Complexity,
No.
A slow start that they had on the first half, but definitely finding their groove here on the attack.
No,
Big
they're
different
not.
macro plays coming out from
I
both
don't think
these
they
teams.
are.
Lil Bros, they were good about just disrespecting Complexity, and they themselves
I really
on the
don't think
defense
they are.
couldn't find the read against Lil Bros' attack. But Complexity, they're playing much more of a baity game. They're tricking Lil Bros. They're forcing out these rotates, over rotations from the defense, and Lil Bros are playing catch up at the tail end of each of these rounds. Big setup though. Once more.
I don't think they're playing. I don't think they're catching up.
Wires down now. If we do get to see the showstopper and a litany of ults from Lil Bros, they're set up and ready for it.
Maybe wanting to try to do something similar to what Sonder did on the attack. You already see those stars being set up here, and Jazikin's the one leading the charge. With that poison orb being thrown up just on the defensive side by Julia. This is
got the op out
for a bit.
Benita has to run away. Much harder op position than B main. Spike still not picked up by Complexity.
This is exactly what we
Blocked out
needed.
by the Nebula. Dissipate instead. Benita might have the shot on Jazzy.
Shoot! Now!
That Seeker's already
Yes!
1 minute mark. Nice pick coming out from Benita. So now here on the attack.
Good.
You know,
What is the other team
operating
doing?
Towards his B side. Seekers is
They going A?
preemptive information, but there's still a minute left here for Complexity to work together. The wall's still available.
What
now
the fuck?
for Raze, a gap to try to spot towards the screens.
There's a massive gap in that wall. Intentional? Imagine.
Fake info. Mid not discovered. Lil Bros know it's not going to be a mid push. Not a split push.
Come here, guys.
Larful's just staying in her cam, so she'll know these footsteps are coming through here on the A ramp.
Absolutely. That single tripwire could ruin the entire plot now for Complexity. Cyber Cage opened prematurely.
By now, Lil Bros are really within the A site. Showstopper available for Sonder as well. This is going to be very difficult here for Complexity.
20 seconds
within the A site. There's that Showstopper coming out. Julie gets the pick. Nice shot by
Nice try.
J1. There's a first one to fall, but an anchor still
Nice.
in the back of map. Flowerful still alive, and J1 once again activated in this round. Lays the support.
Oh, fuck.
And now it's only Benita.
Hold on.
A retake attempt with the knock. Phantom just in her vision is going to pick it up.
Could very well see the Cosmic Divide come out here in panic, but Benita's already down.
Yeah!
Beautiful! Benita
You wanna fucking play?
The save.
I told you guys, we're playing with our
Benita not only
food.
brought
It's
things to match
lightweight.
point, but she go back
Oh my
and get
god,
the
dude.
up
I'm gonna
back
start
in
banning
11.
people, dude. You guys think we're gonna fucking lose
That's
here?
gonna be a heavy investment. Return
Come
back
on.
for Lil Bros.
We've been fucking around this whole time, guys. I'm telling you, we're throwing for views. It's better for the sponsors the longer it goes.
A and B main to make sure they don't get baited out again.
It looks so good for J1 to start things off.
Put some respect on our name.
Around to open up the site, and it comes down
Early
to these clutch
payout, no?
moments
Oof.
right over here. Benita dropping through while the heal is coming out from Lace, not giving a chance here for Complexity to set up on the advantage that they had. The lineup on 2.
I got nervous. No, I didn't get nervous, guys. We're up 10-1. What are we going to do, lose a 10-1 lead? We're clearly doing this for content.
It's not
Oh
cleared.
my god, it's
In the back of
perfect.
the box,
It's
as Benita
literal
gets the pick with
perfection.
the up, swings back out,
That was
misses
on.
the
I don't care what
second
anyone
shot,
says, that was
though,
on.
and TP's away, but now ults are being
Into my
used.
judge.
Sutter's
You want the
moving
op or
up
the judge? What do you prefer?
And finally gets traded off, but the huge advantage comes out now for
Oh, no.
Lil Bros on a 4v3.
Nice jiggle.
Raze on the
Nice try.
Nice, evens it out, and there's only one player holding out towards the A heaven. It's
Nice, Schmeedy.
There's that first pick with
Turn
the
up,
hold
Schmeedy.
J1 trying to
Good
move forward
discipline.
to trade right back, but at least we're able to fall back and once again play the power of numbers for Lil Bros.
There's that Cosmic Divide. Claudia was one off from getting
Nice
locked down.
spam.
Not anymore. One left alive.
1v2.
J1 has to clutch now.
Early
Thankfully,
GG's in the
has
chat.
information on one and knows the pit was towards the B site.
Neural tapped out though, seals that information. Anywhere you run, it's going to be discovered. J1 needs to use Cosmic Divide to go for the plant. It's the only hope.
It's up against Julia and Flowerful. This is going to be so difficult here for J1. But as I mentioned, she's stepped up here in this second half and has an opportunity to do. It's 2 stars available as well. And the tap's not going to do much here because it's not going to be heard on the other
30
end.
seconds
Silent.
left.
Finally comes down, the wall dissipates. Plant comes down.
Nice and
Half
easy.
HP.
Nice and easy.
2 stars to work with.
J1
We're sneaking in.
A little bit scared, swings
job.
out, Flowerful
GG,
comes
let's go.
through, not even needed. The help of Julia comes in for the kill, the defuse, and the first map will go in for Lil Bros.
Incredible comeback from Complexity, but it was just a little too short. I love Lil Bros' adaptation at the very end of that matchup. They found their confidence
Yes,
back. They had the util dump, and they
Sirski!
looked so good at the end of map 1.
Yeah, definitely looks very good. I mean, overall, too, for Lil Bros from the beginning when you were watching how they were playing on the attack as well.
Let's go.
Yes, they had great reads on trying to fight against complexities, attempt for stacks, trying to understand where the hits
was this goofy-ass song?
But when it comes down to this situation,
goofy-ass song. The song is perfect.
They had players really that stepped up to the plate, and it came back to what we were talking about
music,
before we started this series, where you have
jolly old
players
time
with that LAN experience. You have players that could play under that pressure. And
check the names on the back. Check the names on the back.
With huge numbers, and it did perfect for Flowerful there. And,
like professional and shit.
Also for Julia.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, individual prowess from each and every single one of those players. I mean, Benita at the very end, especially the Omen op was helping seal the deal. I love seeing the escape options. We're starting to finally move away in Valorant from being chamber only op. Jet only
GMD,
op,
we can talk.
Finally seeing
we can
the experiment with a little bit more interesting agents along the line.
Let's see how our first team does first.
More Omen ops or Sentinel ops coming
Yoru ops.
as well. Yeah, Yoru ops, but yeah, and also creating that space, right? So when you're actually trying
what
to
am I eating today?
Away,
it's a great question.
Like Breeze, you're able to get that distance to get those picks. But very well done, at least now for the first map, being won by Lil Bros. It's time for a break, and when we come back, though, we'll still have more of the Cozy Clash powered by Lenovo Legion.
Holy shit. Actually a good one, yeah, man.
Absolutely. And if it's anything like map number 1, Flowerful Julia helping enable someone like Sonder to just
let's go.
down an early A main was absolutely huge. But this time already, a little splintered going into this first round. Defensive Viper from Raze, absolutely strong. Playing around this one way so early, though.
Sky Flash.
That supplemental damage from Claudia, but again, A main may be the way to go with that extra firepower from Cole.
They're pushing A.
At least to start things off, this is kind of basic that we're seeing here on the pistol rounds too. Objectives, trying to grab orbs, C-side very easy to take, and you have great ways to work a default and work the map a little more slowly, but nice little pot damage being done there. A ghost being shot through the smoke, that actually takes the Sonder down to 35, and the heal already is forced out of Schmiedy.
Yeah, and we had seen at times too.
Get off phone, sorry.
Work that way and they fall
I gotta
early.
focus up.
Makes things a little bit more difficult for Lil Bros to push their way in. Turret's been destroyed though. No lurk just yet. Attacking turret doesn't find much, but look at Jazzykins just ready to pop the head of one entry. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, and instead of playing the jump peak kind
45
of thing,
seconds here.
The aggressive
angle,
at least done some damage to Julia. We've mentioned the heal that had to come out from Schmiedy before, so
we saw you. We saw you.
Julia topped off, so Jazzykins just looking to delay for now. Paint shells just to push the players back. It does a little bit more damage here as Lil Bros.
We're going B or no?
Hold for a bit. They might have to break maybe forward and try to move within this B side, especially as Sonder just fell.
Called it perfectly. Look at default though on B side. There is still one more nanoswarm set up and ready to go. Lazy looking for the audio.
Schmiedy about to turn up here. Nice, Julia. Nice, Julia.
All these attackers on site, but Julia's good for 2.
Once again. And a plant comes down, at least it's safe. But Claudia has an opportunity to move in, a flash to push her away. That was thrown up by Schmiedy. No more utility left now except for a smoke by Benita, who throws it right away towards the heaven.
Unlucky, nice trade.
Swings right out, instantly traded out by Schmiedy. A 2
Give me one more.
2 goes to the hands of the defenders. Another to fall. It's up to Benita, who's trying to wrap all the way around.
They heard her? They hear her?
Now J1's just holding within the smoke. It's being heard. So she can play the off angle. Claudia can stick to the plant. Comes in for a right click. But at least J1's there for the execute, and also thankfully it's diffused halfway. So the pistol round started by Complexity.
Already so much closer than we had seen in the initial pistol of split. Complexity waiting out the timer, no overextensions. Well, maybe except for Jazzykins, but after not finding that initial shot, backing away and allowing the map to work itself. The stall was there, forcing out Lil Bros to pivot their way into B main, directly into Claudia's trap. But Lil Bros played that unusually slow compared to what we had seen before. Sonder didn't quite find that distance with the blast packs. This time around, though, again, early default, some distance can possibly be made by Flowerful into B main. But I'm looking at Julia this next round, too.
We are just not a pistol team.
Off of that distance
That's not true, actually. We won the first pistol of the game, I'm pretty sure.
So many of these GC teams.
So right now, Lil Bros, once again, just looking to play the orb, try to pick that up. So
it's okay.
Complexity's in a great
It's okay. It's okay.
Set up for that. A flash paranoia is needed. It was already thrown out by Lace, and it came out and got the pick. They even got the spike at the same time, and their heal comes out. So this is a great start now for Complexity.
Yeah, did not want to lose the spike there. Lacy playing a dangerous game.
Too easy. Too many players.
Oh,
yes. Kills within the round with the Bulldog. And you can't even cross the line of scrimmage after losing a spike there for Lil Bros. And that's a great start from what was not so great from Complexity since the first map.
Absolutely. Great pacing change from Complexity 2. Good read that Lil Bros would try to force their way towards C. Now the A and B.
All right, buy around here.
Didn't quite look that great with Sentinel utility. I'm still focused on this lurk, though, from Julia. If it can be a slower round again from Lil Bros and not meet the opposition so early, well, Julia could find a lot of distance on sight. Problem, though, now is that there's a 3-stack from Complexity over beyond those Viper walls. It's Baron on C site, though. A 4-stack, 3-stack, excuse me, instead. No one-way met this time. Race has to back away immediately.
Oh, they're going aggressive. This Lotus running out for Complexity. Want to close the distance right away.
Pushing A.
And look at that quick rotate coming out. So all ready for the attack. Little Bros.
Are we in? We're in.
C-site. You're trying to delay as much as you could. So both
Show me
the
the
Viper
site.
and the KJ are there, but Claudia unfortunately falls.
Oh my god.
There's a TP across. Could have caught Raze
Nice.
off guard there, and finally, after the TP, gets the pick off against Raze, and the bonus round.
What the fuck? The flash got her. Intentional.
Pushing forward, but then unfortunately with the
Nice,
rotate was not
nice,
fast
nice.
enough within the C-site. And it's looking
Crossfire
pretty good
here.
now for Lil
You got
Bros.
me? W.
Oh, unfortunate there, but good for Lil Bros. Something big discovered from Complexity's end. No, I'm sorry, from Complexity's end that last round.
W,
Off
W,
Flowerful's turret way far back in B main. Jazzy Kims was able to almost achieve a perfect flank. Problem is, though, is that the rest of the team had fallen. She was forced to pivot back over to the seaside walls and the doors to try to help out their team. Fortunately, then, though, met with so much more opposition. Couldn't find much inside of Waterfall now.
They're coming back. They're gonna win now.
Though. Look at the ult cycling from Lil Bros.
Let's see here.
Already so close to the Viper's pit. And we also have Schmeedy soon to find so much information off of those Seekers.
Bomb buddy out.
Oh, but what can be done here?
Curly off angle.
Ooh.
So good.
Through the one-way, fuck.
Using the one-way, avoiding the boom.
Nice trade-ish.
2 picks there. As they fall, though, it's still pretty good for Complexity, as they could just readjust within the map. I mean, look at how pushed up you are towards B main. You're turtled up within the A site, so Claudia's just looking at the delay if she
Contact
can.
A now? She's alone.
Playing the behind the ruins, the off angle towards the back of the
I like
site.
how the observer's
So
pointing out the alarm bot to us.
Here for Complexity.
So clearly.
Unless Lil Bros just want to suffocate this A site.
Oh, what a good molly.
And there we go.
What a good molly.
Forced at 1v3 here, possibly. Nanoswarm still in play.
Oh, they're going
Look at this, though.
spawn.
No A side attack. The spike making its way all the way possibly
They're
towards
ready for
the
it,
back
though?
end of A side, but they have no information. Oh, lordy, that's Jazzy.
They were waiting the whole time. Ready on the
Yeah,
rotate
they were pretty
back
ready.
from B main back towards the spawn. This is read like a book by
Nice
Complexity. This is
try.
once again a reason why you're seeing Complexity so
30
strong on
HP
this
is
map
tough.
of Lotus. They understand how to play the defensive side too, and Little Bros are playing right into it.
Unless-
Powerful last player standing, 1 versus 3, low HP as well.
Nah, this is tough.
Only 30 seconds left on the clock. There's not really much you could do within this A site.
30 seconds left.
Unless being over-aggressive here for Complexity or giving up duels. And Flowerful could definitely capitalize on these mistakes if Complexity
Go B,
does
go
so.
B, go B.
Information found in that turret.
Go B.
Unknown, though, where the other 2 players could be. Little does Flowerful know. Right
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
base
yeah,
end
yeah,
of
yeah.
Heaven could be the rest of the team, and
They
there
heard
it is,
her?
10 seconds
Fuck, they
left.
heard her.
Flowerful has to go. It has to be the B-side plant.
They did hear her.
Done to sneak across there.
Yeah, good sneak, though.
Position as watch.
Great
Timing,
timing.
even the flash misses, so Flowerful can reposition.
Oh my god, the headshot angle,
And then
low-key.
Lace was
Killed
just
all
waiting
3.
there. So nice little flick coming back on the defensive side.
Hey, there's a world.
And
There's a world.
Complexity, the answer right back. Not given a chance here for Little Bros to really build that
Nice try,
economy
good
up
plant,
early
though.
in this Lotus game.
Yeah, even the old cycling there suffering a little bit more.
Fuck, it's not over,
Not gonna
people.
bring out all those
We got
ults
this.
on a
We got
half
this
buy,
shit.
Force buy, pistol round. No, sir.
No worries.
Yeah, all you have left now is from the shadows. Could be a good reposition tool.
Tech pause.
I mean, it does have
Good
those
tech
seekers to
pause
work
here.
off of, too.
Good tech pause
Big
here.
issue now is that Little Bros
Very good tech
having
pause.
issues with distance. They're not finding a comfortable way to get into A or C site.
Someone kicked their
B-site has to be
PC.
that big pivot. But there's been a lot of one-way potential on C site from Complexity's end. Little Bros, if they can just wait out a little bit more on those smokes, they may very well be able to just entry their way on C in the late rounds.
Yeah, I'm liking how Complexity is currently playing their defensive side on C. It's, you know, you have that typical flash peek out of a smoke, but that one way and the hiding behind it like raises position by the pivotal door. I think it's quite nice. It's not something
There's
that
a
you
watch
see
party?
too
No, I'm
often,
playing.
So it really caught Little Bro off guard. So
We're paused right now.
It gives a chance once again for Complexity to just continue to play around like
hand warmers,
and not really allowing
playing
Little Bros
cats,
to
never
do
mind.
that objective to grab the orbs, farm the orbs up. You're playing a map on Lotus where having a raise in your composition, having a Seekers available as well on objectives to grab orbs could be very, very important here. And Complexity is doing a great job
like pauses, it must be ours.
Any of that control to happen.
Yeah, I love the early aggression coming out from, like you said, just denying ult capabilities, making sure those ultimates cannot be in the favor of Lil Bros, at least so early on. Of course, the ult cycling will come by. Information has looked a little bit better from Lil Bros' ends, at least in the early rounds, mostly because it's all contact plays. I'm really curious to see what Benita's going to do from the shadows. Benita's been one of those players, at least through the qualifiers and early on in Split, not really using their ultimate.
Who are we rooting for? What do you mean, who are we rooting for?
Towards the end parts of each round, really for those pivotal do-or-die moments. And again, Omen ult, not the craziest thing in the world, can be huge for reposition or even just information value when it matters most.
Yeah, especially on a map like Lotus, you could play very similarly to like Haven when you're playing contacts on the attack, but you're also playing
How do I hate complexity? I don't hate complexity. I just
off that information on defense. Then you're actually allowing
wish a bad upon them for now.
To sneak behind all the way back towards spawn. So TPs all the way back in the back of the C line to really try to pinch back within the C site could be quite pivotal in terms of those composition or plays that you want to have with from the shadows. Which again, the reason why I'm saying it's similar to Haven is you're seeing similar plays in the back of like the ceiling / garage, where you have that TP in the back.
Tarik, would you say your feeling for complexity is a little
really
complex?
Towards the garage, so maybe some of the plays that you could do, but I think for now it's.
I would say
trying to focus on how you could take control of the C mound against complexity, who's been doing quite good so far. They've been
this happy ass music on this 4K.
Pushes on rubble a lot for complexity, and once in a
some
while,
Simpsons music, no?
Player stack towards mound, and again, it's trying to play it against what you have in terms of ults available on the attack.
No, I won't say this is a viable strategy, but a lot of the times when you're fighting for that C-side choke, a lot of attacking teams will just send out Sky ult just to use those Seekers as a body shield. They make their way towards the base and the elbow of C-site. Is it the best idea in the world? Maybe not. But at the very least, when you have Omens on each side who can reposition and use Shrouded Step so early in a round to get that brown box control and hide away, no more often than not, you're not going to check that angle, so the Seekers could be
concerned at all. No.
Information to make sure you're a little bit more safe.
Still playing catch.
What is going on there? Oh, what a nice little plush.
Yeah, they just haven't had a chance to do that type of play because they haven't.
I just realized that was Snorlax.
It's only happened once when you had complexity on that bonus round where they tried to bring those players out towards that A main. But when it comes down to the gun rounds, it's the fight towards mound. You still have to cross that first line before you actually could think about
a big ass handle as a back warmer.
That flood utility because you haven't had a chance to do it so far.
Yeah, I'm wondering too. Like if there's so many one ways and so much like flood, anti-flood, just contact plays outside of C in particular, where would the op exist in this sort of dynamic between both teams?
Did you open it for her?
It's going to be on A because there hasn't been a lot of early pushes from Lil Bros there, and C-side's going to be blocked out by those one ways. If we
the exclusive behind the scenes content
existing in mid round or just anti C mount push once the round is really gone underway, like even end round.
Yeah, I mean, right now from what I'm seeing how Complexity is playing, they haven't really been needing to bring out the op yet.
Not yet.
You need that extra piece of utility from the Paranoia to support for those trap plays for the C-mount control, but also Lace's Bulldogs.
Fuck, they're so happy. This is not good for us.
Those triple pushes,
looks like they're having a fucking blast over here. Let's go back to our team. Let's see how we look.
You need that extra gun. Where I actually see Complexity use the op is actually Lace on the
They're looking too happy over here. I'm not going to lie.
About it in the pregame. Where Lace is going to try to use those advantages to fight against C-mount control.
Now we're just focused.
Back towards spawn.
We're just focused.
I don't see it too much on their defensive half, although they do bring it out.
They got some beats though on the stream.
The plan that they currently have stated against Lil Bros so far is working perfectly. So we'll have to see. I mean, if it comes back to Lil Bros starting to dominate back on understanding how this C-mount control is being
all right, here we go.
We're back. Maybe you'll bring out the op. But
is it a buy run?
For now,
no, it's a half buy. We got 2 Vandals though.
Absolutely fair.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
So close to getting locked down. Great retake tool. Complexity hasn't really needed it so far. Base part of the round's wins have just been off the rip instead. And making sure that Lil Bros
actually a good round to do it.
Really stressing them out. The Wise though, looking a little precarious when it comes to Lil Bros. We do get to see 2 Vandals and 1 Bulldog.
Oh my God, Saunders does not care.
To go along with it.
Look at the confidence.
Contact plays yet again. Saunders looking to
the right. Nice, they got it.
Or alarm bot gone. Looking
at okay.
Backside control. Remove Claudia, but maybe
nice.
Not.
You got heal?
HP left. Saunder gets the entry, and Flowerful's watching that rotate. The paranoia was thrown out from the defense.
He ran out broken and died, huh?
Everybody from Little Bros, so they split up perfectly within this A side.
Oh,
push.
so much damage.
And
36 HP.
Right now,
Nice
a
try.
chance for Little Bros, to play the pulse plan.
Full contact play. Seeker's out now. Information gained. What could it
Bugs
be?
out.
2 left alive. You did have the weapon advantage, but now Bulldogs have been picked up, and Flowerful has the rifle. All inside tree, though.
Walks out with a Bulldog shot. Very nicely done.
Good nade.
Even you
This is
have
a thrifty.
2 flashes available for Schmiede. This is going to be so difficult for
Wow,
Raze.
wow,
indeed.
wow,
As soon as the
wow,
wall
wow.
comes up,
Waste
they're
of
using
Seekers?
the
Nah, I think it was good.
advantage
I think
for
Seekers was good,
the attackers
4v2.
of Little Bros.
I think Seekers was
Suffocate,
good.
Take over the A site.
Secure the round.
That's
It's a
a great way
thrifty.
to answer back off a technical pause. When everybody's cooled down, and you know
They had 2 Vandals, but apart from that, they had pistols, I'm pretty sure. Or a Stinger, maybe.
Split within the A site, because that's probably where the KG's playing on Turtled Up. And they actually took over Claudia quite easily.
What are we watching? We're watching the Cozy Clash.
Opposition in A early round for Little Bros.
This event had qualifiers online for these teams to get here. I imagine Complexity was just invited, but I mean, I would guess so. But I'm pretty sure every other team like went through qualifiers to get here. But they're playing on land in Texas, Frisco, and the prize pool is 50K. And we've got our lovely representation of the Little Bros. Looking good so far, up 1-0 in the series.
Trying to win one off the bait of the turret. Off angle,
Nice job.
and Nano Swarm, not enough.
It's
Actually,
okay.
still gets
They have
kill.
pistols here.
That's a
Oh,
spike
the smoke's
to
a little
fall.
to the side.
J1 playing just around the smoke.
Oh!
And unfortunately, Crosshair Place was looking within the site instead.
Nice
Benita
kill.
gets the pick. And now Jazikin is going to try to do some damage.
Jiggling her
Head-to-head
pit,
against
that's
Julia.
good.
I mean, the Omen's just around the corner to support as well. That's Benita just playing by the boxes.
Okay, she
and
got smoked
It's going
out.
to get quite difficult. It's up to Lace maybe to try to play the exits. You can see how
Nice shot.
she's moving very slowly out from the A main area.
Nice shot.
Just one by one. Benita
Exactly.
removing them all away. Yeah, Lace, like you mentioned, last one
Nice job, nice job.
3-3.
I think it's different, Merger one.
That tech timeout looking a lot more warm again for Lil Bros.
This is a one-day tourney? No.
Seem to have found
They play
their
again tomorrow.
exploitative spot, and that's just Claudia single-handedly holding down A site. Look, if I'm Complexity, I'm looking to put at least one more body there this round.
Yeah, might be looking that way. We have Jazzkins now.
Why aren't you
moving
there?
towards
I'm
this
flying out for
A-side.
the finals
KG
now,
setup
imagine.
potentially to be looking back and forth. Actually, looks like they're going to go back to what's comfortable.
Going A again, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was expecting Jazzy to take that really forwards position early round. She's one off from getting Showstopper, but apparently not. Instead, this could be a
If they win, I think they
gigantic
play again,
with
yes.
3-stack outside B. They do
I'm not
almost
mistaken.
smoke off the turret, but this is, again, A side just absolutely pushing it in. That alarm bot's going to tell the story, but Claudia, now in a much safer position, is looking to play a retake with Lockdown.
Exactly.
Oh,
that's the reason why they're doing the same setup. They're just trying to
KJO, what do we
stop
do?
any type of like orb
Can we break
control on
that?
the other areas of the map.
Nade?
And just
I
play
think
the
she
retake
naded it.
orb.
Did it hit? Oh, the nade missed.
Or with the ult, rather. So the plant's going to go down. It's planted for main.
Yeah, Viper ult, though. This Viper ult is
Look at this
great.
position from Julia, just barely hidden outside that lockdown, forced the move away.
Wait,
Jazzy
Benita's flanking,
taking
but they
space
know.
back, has Showstopper, no
Oh,
tree
nice try.
presence, all outside main.
Attacker Showstopper
Oh my
2.
God,
Saunder
double
actually
Rosa.
manages to stay
Love
alive.
that.
14 HP left. Now the pit's also back. As
But she can
unfortunately,
heal
the
her?
Showstopper out from the defenders from Jazzikins trying to really push away from the pit. Raze though
Nice.
comes in for the first pick.
Nice, Schmiede.
Holding within the pit itself and dropping 2 of her own. Paranoia then comes out, allowing Raze to move forward and drop Schmiede at the same time. The trade-offs are perfect
Fuck.
in the end.
I don't even know what was happening right there.
Comes in with a pincer
I didn't see
maneuver
shit.
within the A site. It'll
This
be
is a shit
clean
show, I'm not
retake,
gonna
as clean
lie.
as it could be,
A little bit of a shit show.
But it's so muggy within that pit.
I mean, it was an ult Fiesta Vans. Keep in mind, too, the majority of the retake from Complexity was pretty much blind. You were off the hands of the lockdown. You knew the Viper's Pit would centralize the majority of Lil Bros.
Would you ever get a
Jazzy
bunch of
found
Iron
such
players
pivotal
together for a
information,
tournament?
recognizing
I
that
feel
not
like an
a single
Iron
one of
clash
those
would be
attackers
lit.
would exist inside of Tree.
Watching a bunch
You
of
have to
Iron
play that
players
retake
versus each other
blind.
would be
You're just
awesome.
spraying through
The
that,
problem
Viper's
is
Pit.
finding real Iron players.
What to do here?
Because I'm pretty
A-side
sure,
again
like,
has just
I
worked
would guess
well. Up
Iron's
until
got a
now,
lot of
so well for
Smurfs,
Lil
no?
Bros. Not that last round, though. This could very well be the change needed. A little bit more of a default now. There is that judge from Race. Could easily hide on C-side with the Viper's Pit. There it is.
I like this play.
I would love
adding
to watch
pressure onto
Irons
the B
play.
main, just trying to keep
They're so
the
cute and
attackers at
noob.
bay and not allow this lockdown to be utilized towards
They're so
the C-side
lost.
because of the pit, nor because of B of that pressure. But Little Bros, they don't care. They're still walking back to play to contact, and Jazzikins just got spotted. She's forced to fall back, and there's an opportunity now to work the map a little bit more for Little Bros as they have control of B main and also towards the further part of the A site, all the way up towards the orb.
C-site.
I know a hard-stuck Iron player for the last 2 months. Done. Sign him up.
Looking to find that impact in A or B. Nothing just yet. Forces, I say that powerful to remove Jazzy.
What a kill.
That's huge.
They're splitting B.
Trying to force the door to open, and maybe the lockdown's not even needed in the end. Flowerful is just going to be watching that.
Oh, ambitious. Nice go. Good damage. They're going to save, right? They should save. I think Complexity should save.
But to no avail, the plant's going to go down for Little Bros. And a disadvantage in terms of health and numbers will now force Complexity to fall back within the A site and save. And now Little Bros able to tie up the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Complexity now just hiding. I want to give big props to Flower for that last round. It's been a bit of a silent impact, but watching the minimap, we've seen that conditioning factor where Complexity loves to just remove her turret so early into the round. You don't have a turret? That enables a lot of flank capabilities.
Why does it sound scuffed? Yeah, sometimes it goes out. I'm not sure.
Pretty much essentially the majority of Complexity to do
I like that. Pro-amateur tourney, where the pro uses the keyboard and the amateur controls the mouse.
The best situation in the world.
I think vice versa. You get like a noob to control the keyboard and a pro to control the mouse.
Maybe not what we originally planned
that would actually be hype as fuck.
I'm gonna make sure
I think. I don't know.
At the very end of things.
I don't know how fun it would be to watch, but
in a very,
two players on each setup, one keyboard, one mouse. Or not even like a noob and a pro, just two pros on one setup. No joke.
Thankfully for the other teammates, they actually have a lot of money to work with.
That'd be fun to watch, no?
Healthy position to buy this round and next round if Complexity should close this one out. And for Complexity's end, you see that it's we're digging a little bit. Two Guardians coming out, half shield for Lace. You mentioned the operator.
I wonder how it would look.
They haven't really had a chance to build the economy now that Little Bros are coming back in this game and also have the economy to pull out the op.
Oh, but look at this. Flowerful does have that lockdown so far away from everybody else. Could be used for the end round for the anti-retake.
Fast A hit.
Oh, Poison Orb lineup is beautiful, but Claudia's holding sight.
Oh no, they're doing the fucking cinematic shots again.
Look to be pretty good for Little Bros. Oh, nice paranoia coming out from Lace to allow Claudia to swing out to get the pick. So nice little kill there, trade off, but
nice little kill there. Is that a pun? I'll take it.
As the plant comes in towards the A site. You mentioned that lockdown. It's currently being set up here as they could use it towards tree.
Theoretically, beyond.
Either, except Lace may use from the shadows for the flank once again. That's why we see that huge hold from Julia.
Wait, good KJ ult. He's going to buy a lot of time.
Forcing Complexity to expel that utility before they push their way in.
Wait, Viper has lineups.
Is dedicated.
I'm pretty sure Viper has lineups. Julia.
To work with, especially those nades.
Show me Julia.
Though, double guiding lights from Che1. They're close to their ultimate as well. That's a lot of information for the end round.
I'm wondering too, I mean, look at Julia's position on this radar, just staring into the void, and I wonder if she has a lineup for that as well. The orb just came up, the first snake bite just
definitely has lineups.
This is just going to be every delay. Nanostorm already been used, snake bites on the ground. This round should definitely go in favor here of Little Bros.
Holy fuck!
He's going to go off, Lace is going to fall. Well, the other two fall as well. At least there's that for your troubles.
Nice.
Bros to take the lead.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god. I mean, I don't know how these guys died. Like, I don't even know what happened entirely. But I'm pretty sure the molly's hit.
Was the lockdown to just prevent
That's fucking perfect. They did KJ ults into the lineup Larry.
Jazzy, Che1 both held their util for the entire that round.
Oh, they missed?
Just to make sure they could go back onto the site quickly post.
They missed?
Plant. Not going to quite happen. Complexity, though, going for the timeout.
Yeah,
like this call.
But that's what we intended for it to do.
Easily doable to bring things back. But still, like you mentioned before, Vance, at the start of the last round, Economy's not in the best position.
They played it in the wrong spot.
We were looking at Race a few rounds ago, bring out that Viper's Pit, Judges in play. It
was good in theory.
Call what you can do if you're Complexity, other than maybe gamble stacking A site.
Yeah, I mean, this timeout is definitely going to be for round 11/12. This time,
it was good in theory.
Yeah, gamble stack wherever you want or try to do some sort of trap plays. If you don't win the round, it's okay, but you'll have the economy then after, and that's the question. Are we going to try to pull out the up or not? But for Little Bros,
Little Bros have a coach. We do have a coach.
True. Realizes that the Little Bros have been playing now lineups for the A site too. So the amount of times that they're trying to hit towards this A site and have fled against Claudia, they have also protocols to play the pulse plant. So when they were trying to do that triple push out towards that A main, will that also be a play for them later on?
Getting dizzy.
To utilize Jazz Lace and Che1 to fight back towards the aggression that Lil Bros been pulling out here on this A side.
There was a single ping on C side from Lil Bros. Spike dedicating its way over.
I'm not sure what's going on with Discord chat.
Essentially the gamble that you and I had predicted over on C side though. This has largely gone in Complexity's favor in those moments, but look at the weaponry of Bucky at best for Raze holding down A. Everyone
there's 3C, careful.
Guiding Light does find information way across on the other side of the map.
Why are we? Wait. Observer! What the fuck's the Observer doing? We're just watching someone camp in tree when there's a big fight going on C. Respect to the Observer. They actually don't give a fuck.
And that will allow now more orb objective to
no joke, Observer might have been eating their dinner and forgot they were working.
Tough position.
I'm not even kidding you. That was like a taking a bite out of the sandwich moment.
But look at this. They don't know that Raze is just hiding inside tree with that Bucky. The alarm bot gonna ring alarm bells in Raze's head. It's only a matter of time now. Good stalwart defense on C side, but what about A? This late round has worked in their favor. Raze is there, removing Bonita.
Careful. It's okay. 4v4, nice and easy.
Finally coming out away from the orb. Now that forces.
Let's go B, no?
And move towards the B side.
Yes, thank God they made it through.
At this point, you TP towards the A side, but look at Sonar's position. You're going to be in a great spot to just
more.
The spike moving in within this B site. Sonar's going to move forward. Lace will have no idea.
Wow, nice.
She falls, and
okay,
J1
it was worrisome for a
an
second.
opportunity to do some damage.
Hopefully. A 1v3, if you can somehow make this a 1v2, pick up a Vandal, it's entirely doable. Single Guiding Light to work with. No armor, no shields, no nothing. It's all down to this. Oh no! There goes the Trailblazer. A single Guiding Light in return finds info. But even then, that's not enough. Lil Bros not only take the lead back, but they secure it post-timeout.
Getting jolly with it. Let's go.
You have to wonder now. Lil Bros hadn't really changed much of their general strategy, even when Complexity had gone for the timeout themselves. Early C-side control, still handedly in Complexity's favor, even with just pistols.
We're gonna win it.
Lil Bros,
we're gonna win it!
Pivot back over to A-site, and they find opposition there. Again, regardless of weaponry, they always find that safety factor.
We might be the good luck charm, chat. We might be the good luck charm.
Setup 2 on A-site for Complexity. They're looking to find these early fights yet again, now that they have weapons.
That's why they have the timeout, fight back towards that A main aggression. TP
yes.
TP, but the first blood comes
I don't even give a fuck about the observing as long as we're getting the kills. W. One more!
Rumbles, and unfortunately, Lace couldn't get any kills.
Peek us. I dare you, peek us.
Unfortunately, as it started, looking pretty good for Complexity.
Good damage.
It immediately gets
shit, I was kidding.
Thankfully, Claudia was able to get the pick off there.
We planned? Yeah, we did.
So he gives a chance here for the last few players to move out, but again, where we talk about the positioning and who's alive, it's gonna be the utility until Claudia gets
1v1. Lockdown.
Doable now. Lockdown is available. We'll have to go for the ace. Off angles being played by Schmiedy.
Push it, Schmiedy.
Runs forward against it, against the pick, and unfortunately, a very nice try for Claudia.
Yes, shoot the bodies!
In the end,
oh, I thought she was shooting the bodies. She was breaking the ult.
Able to secure round number 7.
Oh, Claudia taking years off my life. Good lord, 11-9.
Not even close. Yep, not even close.
That Complexity is needed. Just fell a little bit short there of the ace. I love the lockdown.
Lil Schmiedy is a crazy name.
Just a little too aggressive. It was the great call.
Wait, is there? Oh no. Wait, her alias is just Schmiedy. For some reason, I thought it was Little Schmiedy, but that was just the tag.
Complexity.
Wait, her alias is just Schmiedy.
At least on A side takes a lot more closer. They just have to fight one more time with their, well, essentially just Guardians.
Little Schmiedy.
Paranoia's early. We've already avoided it. The TP across. I mean, it's
oh my god, what a battle.
Mobile control is great. J1 gets 2 picks for the orb. Then in the second one,
nah, Observer is definitely having a sandwich.
I've got your trail.
So
Observer's having Subway, Jersey Mike, something.
The
they have to be eating while they do this, no?
And that's where the KJ utility is at, trying to delay around the Seekers. And as this door opens, the responsibility is going to come down to Raze.
A single Seeker there. Power numbers, though. Snakebite out, info gain, flash out.
And nobody could satchel across, so that will just split everybody across. Second Snakebite's going to go down, so nobody's going to push forward.
Good molly, though.
And that's going to give a chance for Complexity to rotate across. There's
oh my god, Flowerful does not care.
And then a double peek right after, but Raze gave up that spot. Is trying to play a little bit more passively, allowing Jazz gets moved forward from the elbow.
Trade, 2v2.
Flowerful answers back, but the spike
low
is
HP.
down. There's still a lot of time to work with, though. Flowerful's trying to move forward. Turret to get some information. The swing comes across. Claudia gets the pick, and there's only one player left. Julia's done it before. Walking up now towards the waterfall, head-to-head.
No.
Wins it, but at least Claudia is there for the instant trade. And Complexity put fire round on the defensive half of Lotus. They're in a great spot now for the second half.
Oh, the saving grace there, Claudia, once again. If we can see Claudia do so great on that defense, bring that over to the attack as an anti-flank, that's going to limit Lil Bros' defensive options so much.
Huh?
Oh, but we'll have to wait and see, though. Oh. Schmiedy, done so well.
Let's go, Schmiedy!
ACS already. A 3.5 KDA. Good lord, and that's the info gained. You have the Seekers out. Schmiedy has the entire network of the map under her fingers.
Yeah, she's definitely been stepping up right now.
Schmiedy's a crazy alias.
What Lil Bros were trailing behind from Complexity's strong start on a defensive half. They take the lead now by 2. And now with the Pistolano underway for Complexity, it's their turn to try to take control of the orb, but instead of having 3 players moving forward, it's just all 5 of them instead to just try to rush.
Oh, they're rushing us.
Site, but 2
Wait, it's a C-crunch.
Trying to play the delay.
Nice,
Open up for a crossfire setup. Beautiful here for Lil Bros. As only 2 players remain now for Complexity. A rotate comes across.
What's the Observer doing?
They're looking to retake the site together.
Yeah, Lil Bros quick to back away. Very different from the initial pistol round where it just ended in utter chaos. But look at this, C-site's not the way to go. Do they know it's a trap? Just waiting outside waterfall. Oh, Schmiede again. We're just talking about the 3.5 KDA. That's going to go up even higher now.
Yeah, that was nicely done. I mean, it's very nice once again for Julia to give up the C site. They could play the retake together. Schmiede was all the way out, I think, pretty much still towards the A side, so it would give you an opportunity to play double flash for the retake too. So the discipline continues to be great, and that's what we're talking about too. And what Saunders was mentioning, you have great players that have international experience, they have LAN experience at the same time too, and they know when it's okay to give up your position to retake as a team.
I like this though. Death ball set up with the 3-stack outside A. No early nade. Saunders puts it away. Little do they know with the lack of information, there's only 1 anti-flank ready. Smokes go down, all bait. Viper wall set up. This is good. The 4-stack on B. So many smokes out.
My mom know about the best team in the world? No, not yet.
Any fight
Not yet.
That was a nice paranoia. Trying to push forward.
What is this? Did we win? We won pistol, right? Yeah, we did.
Spike plan. They're trying to move forward, and Chaewon gets right. Classic kills. Okay, we'll take those. Open up the door, though. This is dangerous. Benito's on the other with the Spectre, rather. Paranoia doesn't get the blind off against Claudia. Claudia almost had the opportunity for that pick. Still only with the classic. Gets the dink. There's the backstab coming through from Lace, but it's too little too late. Julia's going to pick her off long range from the staircase.
It's really interesting where Complexity wants to bring this spike. We've seen 2 rounds in a row now. Of course, the opening 2 rounds for their attacking side, where they're playing so unconventionally.
9-5, 9-5, 9-5. Close it out, 2-0.
First it was C-site. C-side control given the Complexity.
But ever play Ready or Not again? It was a fun stream.
Try to bring things back over to B.
It's not a bad idea. I would like to play Ready or Not. I would like to play the finals. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't know when that day will happen. And I can muster up like the
Complexity again, looking to keep Lil Bros on their toes.
I don't know if it's the energy, but more so the
hasn't worked well in their favor.
Muster up the
I don't think they were expecting
confidence to exit my comfort zone.
The Viper wall on the A side. Which could have been a different story, though, if Benito wasn't there. That was a plant and a post-plant setup and an opportunity to do some damage on their eco. But nonetheless, they've done the damage in terms of
we asked for more player cams.
Little Bros.
I'm not gonna lie, I have no control over the production.
Oh, Benito in such a good spot right now. Saunders laying down the pre-fire to force out the wide swing that Benito should get. But no, dark cover goes down, protecting Complexity.
I would love player cams as well. Look at the setup, it's fucking
Ray's answering right back, trying to get the spray.
Get one more, Benito. Get one more. Get one more, Benito. Get one more. Get out. Get one more. Get out.
Trying to survive.
No!
And chases are down with that Guardian.
Nice try, though.
And this is just going to be
respect the attempt.
Working the map, trying to cut the rotates because that spike is all the way down out towards.
Weren't you yapping about losing uncomfortable every day? Look, it's hard, Alter, but yes, I was yapping about that.
Rotate 2 gets the ping, which should then give a chance here for
Is it Forsaken Op worth buying? It's glass shattering, yes. I mean, I don't understand that question when someone asks me if it's worth buying. If you like it, you should buy it.
Hidden away.
You think it looks good?
Julie can get at least
or
one.
Are you more likely to think it looks good if I tell you I think it looks good? Maybe that's what it is. I mean, I see that. I mean, I think the Forsaken Op is nice, yeah.
No stones are left unturned. Larval now alone.
Nice.
Walking in for the first pick, and that's enough information for the last 2 players just to close in and hone in on the angle. And Complexity fight back with a decent bonus round, though, for Lil Bros.
Yeah, I mean, we were going to focus on Claudia and how she was so good about taking that space control and looking around for the defensive side. The lurks on B were instrumental in securing not only information, but the awareness of the map space that Lil Bros had left. That being said, though, it's still a
halftime was 7-5 our favor.
A lot of util done from Lil Bros' end on A site round after round. But they love to go for these 3 stacks so early on with the hands of Saunders leading the helm. This time, though, it's met with Jazzykins in return, a Vandal in hand.
Why aren't I active on Discord?
Shaky for both sides. Instrumental here.
I don't know.
Good crossfire setup for B main, a little bit more.
Why do I read questions I don't have answers to?
Yeah, the contact plays on
cut that out.
The Paranoia comes out, now to push forward. tried to get the showstopper trap play, but Sonder does not capitalize on any kills. Jazzy
apparently Discord is having problems right now. Some people in the chat were asking about it. I don't know what's going on, but that shit might be down.
Yeah.
Wait, this is good damage from us or no? A little bit.
No, it's Raze. Looking to maybe find that distance for the lurk yet again. The KJ util has been tripped up.
Am I good at math?
Big difference though. Now that we swapped teams for the defense, that alarm plot plays so far deep in, it's on stairs. That won't
I tell myself, I'm good at Nurdle. You know Nurdle?
It has to be powerful to watch.
I haven't played that in a while.
And that Seeker's out on the attack. Activated now towards the A site. Paranoia being thrown on the attack at the same time, but look at that rotate coming across. There's already 3 players within the A site.
Good
That's
pivot.
A great now call.
I would say I'm good with numbers. I'm not good at math.
Back towards the B site, but there's still Julia.
I don't know if that math's mathing right now, but that's my
So
answer.
she has an opportunity to maybe catch 1 or 2. A trailblazer being pushed forward. Claudio is trying to cut the rotate, but
Nice
she
kill
gets
on
picked.
the lurk.
And this gives an opportunity now for Little Bros to pinch her back within Baby Door and also towards the B heaven side. Big
I'm
flash
good at
coming through
mathematics.
across, and the kills are coming
Holy
in for the Little
fuck!
Bros. Only 1 left alive, pinched in once
I don't know what's
again.
happening because the observer is eating a sandwich or something, but it does not matter. I don't care if we're catching the kills as long as we're getting them.
See how far back Flowerful's alarm
W observing too. Fuck it.
You level complexity to get a little too much space over on A side.
Great observing.
Utility starts to go
Observing is good if we won the round.
To take Baby Door back over to B. Perfect conditioning factor.
Oh my god. Kyoto donated 2,700 bits. I have an exam in 30 minutes. Can you say anything for me? Frowny face.
Race is able to find that distance,
Listen
but it
to me.
hasn't paid off at all.
Listen to me.
They can find that
At this point, the exam is in 30 minutes. Anything I say or anything you do will not change the outcome of that exam. Nothing we can do now will change the outcome. It's already determined. So there's no point of stressing out about it. Really. Like, we did all we could at this point.
4 shares too.
What's gonna happen is gonna happen. There's no point of stressing at this point.
And that's really just Little Bros doing the same thing Complexity did.
I think that's good advice.
Triple flash. Oh, sorry, the triple peek off the double flash. And now Claudia is at least going to try to maybe punish some players that would over-peek, overreaching. As they come through for Little Bros, they peeked out, saw the spike, and now they're playing the discipline. Just watch that.
They're pulling a, wait. Oh, we're winning. Oh, okay, we're winning. Holy fuck, we might win the whole fucking thing. Currently, Little Bros are undefeated. Under our wing. I said our.
For Complexity after all.
Yeah, I mean,
I said our.
Bros, as we speculate on the desk, you want to go into Lotus. There must
Holy
be some
fuck, we may have landed on a gold mine. We may have just landed. We may have been given a winning lottery ticket from the heavens onto our lap. From the heavens onto our lap, a winning lottery ticket.
To allow Complexity to find that comfortability and snipe it away from them. We'll have to wait and see, though, as the Viper Wall comes up yet again.
We're going to win it all.
Another stack up towards C. Won't find a whole lot besides Claudia.
It just dawned upon me.
Now you have the double contact,
okay, let's not jump to
double
conclusions,
defensive
though.
hold on A site.
Let's take it round by round here.
Well, and
Let's
regular
take it round by round here.
could be enough to have that stall potential work, especially with Complexity. They've been a little bit slower to the draw when it comes to getting distance on site.
No, guys, I can't jinx them because they're my team, right? Like, it doesn't work. It only works on teams that, like, I don't own. Not that I own this team, but at this point, I might as well sign them, no?
Gives up tree.
Oh, and Claudia unfortunately falls in front of B main. So that's the flank watcher down, which will force Complexity potentially to just try to work towards his A side, especially when the Seekers are coming out behind them.
Fuck!
Time is pressing, time is ticking. Moving in now, Jazkin was able to get 1 entry through. There's a pick coming out, but instantly gets flushed out by the Seekers. Spike is now following. It's up to Raze.
Oh my god! We can't do wrong! We can't do wrong!
Inside that pit. But unfortunately, no cigar once again for Complexity, and now Little Bros are at series point.
Yep, and it cycles back all the way to the very beginning. The economy. Not as bad as I thought it would be. Light shields almost across the board. Jazzy does have that investment with the Vandal, but a very last-second timeout here.
It brings tears to my little eyes. It brings
tears. You have to hope for the best, maybe. Just maybe you can get onto site and get that plant down yet again. But we'll have to wait and see. A 4-stack, at least for the defense for Little Bros. Could that be enough, though, if they're going to stick to
Absolutely not. I will not communicate with this team to have the winning formula. I don't want to say a single word to them until it's over. I'm not trying to mess up their mojo.
But it's down to this now. Complexity don't want to be one of the first teams to fall into the elimination bracket.
I just feel bad because it's Complexity's event. I told them to take it easy on them, but like, they just don't have stop. They don't have a stop button. It's all gas. It's all gas.
This time around,
just
making a big debut on a big stage here. Showing what the adjustments could be.
Discord is down. What is this? A fucking...
There hasn't been a lot of
guys,
macro-wide plays
why the
from
fuck
either one.
people come into the chat? Yo, is Discord down? Like, guys, this is not fucking Google.
Mechanical prowess and the advantage.
This is a fucking chat.
And complexity. They've been
like,
on these stages so many
here?
times, and they know these maps inside and out. They've been together for so long.
I guess that is something we would ask in the chat. But still.
It looks like, again, once more, Sonder wants to go and kill.
Yes, it's down, bro.
Yeah, it's a great spot for them to even start pinching towards the
This is taking, yes,
so
this is true. This is Lil Bros taking it easy, which is crazy.
There's that paranoia that hits him. We're able to stay alive for a bit.
Oh my god, we can't do wrong.
As Jazzy was trying to satchel away.
They play again after this, right?
Spray comes out from Sonder and connects right in the dome, giving now Lil Bros the advantage.
8 p.m. East on the 15th. That's right after this. We play again.
They thought for sure that complexity would mark their way towards.
Imagine the jinx from 12-6.
Completely barren outside of players themselves.
He can fuck it, Sonder. You're feeling it.
Is a single strafe.
Go in the smoke and run through. I'll tell you the timing. I'll tell you the timing. Wait. I'm gonna tell you when. Walk through. Actually, there's an orb.
Unaware.
Good.
Walking through the smoke and
Rosa!
Now Showstopper available.
W jinx. Holy
nice
fuck! I saved her.
Lace was able to get
Oh
that
my
pick,
god.
but not until
that was actually so well done by me.
So it lands
You too, Sonder. Good job.
Only 2 players left. Chaewon's wounded. And Lace has it from the shadows, and look at the position.
I did a live jinx,
Bros.
dude.
Even
I did
if
a live
TP
jinx.
goes towards that Seaside, Flowerful's still there, so it's looking very slim here.
I feel like Lace wants the TP over to Seaside too. Guiding light.
Someone said you are not normal, man.
Oh no, don't go Seaside. Don't go C, don't go C. Right on top of Flowerful. Yep, that's not
Where you TPing? We got the whole map covered. We got no gaps on this team.
No, pivot the B.
We ain't fucking around no more.
There's no flash.
Lil Bros ain't looking so little. God damn.
Kill across, and
holy
that will
fuck.
be Lil Bros moving forward and knocking down complexity.
Oh my lord, I love the way we had seen Lil Bros play and just intricate themselves mid-rounding. Their mid-rounding was fantastic of holding these positions and predicting where complexity would go next pretty much flawlessly.
Yeah.
Check the names on the back. Check the names on the back. These are fucking legit. These jerseys are legit.
It was just like,
let's fucking go.
The Seaside, we can't really
a gold mine we landed on. A gold mine.
And then you just repivot into the mid round. If there was too much over rotation coming out from complexity on that A side, it became an easy rotation.
Hand out the phones. Hand out the fucking phones. Everyone tweet them. Everyone fucking tweet them.
For Lil Bros, where this should have been once again a masterclass call for complexity on how they want to rotate and work that map on the attack. But there was a lot of good protocols coming out from Lil Bros for the retakes.
Huge redemption game from Lil Bros, and again, their faltering side, they maximize all their value and complexity. Like you mentioned, weren't able to convert those attacking rounds. We can only hope in the elimination bracket they can bring it back.
GG's.
Yeah. And you were mentioning here too, like not only the experience you have on land, but those plays, like the walk out through the smoke in that round. I think it was Sonder that walked through back at the staircase to get that pick. Those are some of the plays that a player under the experience of land and international stages would do, where when you're playing
the W, you got social media. We don't tweet for guys.
You know,
we're not here to win a fucking. We're not here to win BO3. We're here to win events. We don't tweet unless we win the whole thing. That's gonna be our social media. We don't tweet our losses.